Hello everyone and welcome back to Hades. We are continuing right after I dealt with the bombers at the end of the last episode. Hope that things aren't going to be too bad right here. Oh yeah, that's right. This is where they start adding this. Nice. So yeah, there are these chests that Hades has laid out throughout the prison, which, you know, that kind of makes me wonder, like, does he actually really not want me to succeed? Or does he, if he is laying things throughout the prison that I can obtain that will let me be better? I mean, yeah, I have to fight like a group of enemies to, what is this? Okay, 50 darkness, and since I'm just starting out, yes, I do need this. Or does he just, like, not have the space for his things and he's just, like, throwing his trash everywhere because he can, because he's a god and what he says goes? But, like, I'm not buying it, you know? Enough. You cannot unseal, even though you have already, you know, destroyed the enemies that you need to... Whatever. It could be quicker. So, like, what? This just came out, so it's probably too soon to be talking about a sequel, but if you have been watching this, you'll remember that I was talking about how this only has 4 main areas: the prison, Tartarus, and then Asphodel is hell, Elysium is heaven, and then there's the river Styx, and then you get to fight Hades. Oh no, spoiler, big surprise. Not really a surprise, it's the name of the game. If they, you know, if they do DLC or if they do a second game, I would want there to be twice, maybe 3 times the areas, and also multiplayer. Like, if you have to make it harder so that you can justify, like, other people coming in because maybe it would be too easy with 2 people, fine, you know, whatever. Because you do learn, what is it? He shows up very, very rarely in the game, but, like, you know how cool and mysterious Riku was in Kingdom Hearts 2 with his, you know, long silver hair and his black cloak and everything. Zagreus's, like, half-brother or whatever it is basically the Grim Reaper. What is this? Your dash damages foes in an area and knocks them away. Dash damage, I want it to be, like wider, though. I don't remember what does that. You can get, like, sub-abilities if you find that god again to add on to the ones that you already have. I think maybe this one.
They must have lots of these upon Olympus.
Right. And then shop. Replenish one use of Death Defiance. I need that. Things like that are always, like, the most expensive. And then 20% move speed. Maybe, because how close am I to the boss? I am a couple different chambers away. Hopefully I can get something that will give me health. Okay, no, this is just, this is it. But I did bring back my ability to revive, so we'll see how it goes.
The present chamber lies the outermost perimeter of Tartarus, promising terrifying dangers far beyond the underworld prince's reckoning.
And I can reckon quite a bit.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Oh, nice. They aren't talking to me right now, so I can just get right into it. Your special deals more damage and knocks foes away. Your attack and special are stronger the first 10 seconds in encounters. That, like, I never like conditional things. This is probably the best that I'll have to work with. And now, to fight somebody that is completely different from what I knew, but then again, I am taking the knowledge of this straight from Disney, so that's, like, very skewed.
Well, this is awkward.
Halt, Zagreus. Not one step further.
Come on, each other by now. Besides, don't you have someplace else to be?
Your father sent me. All in all, I'd rather be on your bad side than his. Now you can turn back like a good little man. Or I can
I
send you home with
feel
a flame.
like
What'll it be?
I feel like they would be good together the way that they banter, you know?
A man after my own heart.
But yeah, Megara. So, like, what is really the story with that? Because in the Disney Hercules, she what, like, oh wait, no, now that I'm thinking about it, now that I'm talking it out loud and working through, that does make sense, because she did work for Hades, and Hercules rescued her from him, and, you know, they lived happily ever after, but, like, of course there was no such thing as happily ever after in ancient times. It was all about the chaos. Okay, no. But yeah, if I get a nectar, I have to save my first one for either her or Thanatos, because they are the hardest people to get their gifts from. Because if the people are talking to somebody else,
The dead mill constantly within the house.
if they're talking to somebody else, you won't be able to talk to them directly yourself or gift them anything, so you just have to try again. And Megara's always talking to somebody, and Thanatos, like, you'll talk with him, and then you will do this kind of contest with him where you have to destroy enemies, and it's kind of like a brotherly competition who can do better. And sometimes he'll talk to you afterwards, and sometimes he'll just kind of disappear, so, like, he's not exactly reliable.
Wow, so Megara herself got you last time. That must have been intense.
Yeah. I'm just gonna skip everything that he says. I have to talk to him a bunch of times, because eventually Achilles gives you a codex and you fill out the entries, and I'm not exactly sure what that does, but
I see you've decided to come home. Changed your mind yet? Or looking for more pain and suffering?
oh, you know how it is. Living under your rule is always pain and suffering, so you brought it upon yourself that is what I crave.
More pain and suffering for sure.
Ah,
Top secret of
jeez.
things.
It's too close. It's too real. Stop being me, I swear.
But mark you my words, sooner or later this life that you have chosen for yourself
Shall teach you I was right. Ah,
Good talk.
I, like, you can't hate him with a voice like that. Just the way that he presents himself, it is bold, it is
You
strong.
didn't get yourself in too much trouble. I'm sorry to have worried you like that.
The guilt-racked monster Cerberus admits to committing the crime, expressing some remorse for having implicated the incendiary prince.
Cheer up, boy. It'll be all right.
And another pet.
Boy, yes you are.
Oh, the baby.
cease bothering the dog.
Ah, there it is. The words, I wish that I could just... Oh, wait, what does it say on the mural?
Intricately crafted mosaic depicts the underworld king presiding over the enormity of his domain, whilst its chthonic residents look on in awe of him.
He's not really that great.
Keep it down.
Okay, what else can I buy?
There, something from the Fates.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's like, I can get it, but I would rather save for something else, because all it does is tell you how many times you died, how many enemies you killed. It doesn't really do anything important. What is this? Fated list of minor prophecies. Yeah, that's the thing, because if you know exactly what you have to do, then you can go after it and,
Is it really true that Cerberus ripped the lounge up right after I left?
and start getting rewards.
Only wish you could have seen it, lad. The place looked like a vineyard after a typhoon. Your lord father was livid, but he never gets so angry with the dog.
Oh yeah, that's
Cerberus is
right.
picking the place up.
She's coming up soon.
Oh no. I wonder what became of Dusa. She's always worried Father's
And it's not like
without something like this.
I don't think it is the you know, the cool, great Medusa herself. It's like some sort of knockoff, ripoff, like, and all the Gorgons are just like floating Gorgon heads, and she has got a crush on Zagreus, and she's really super like socially awkward. Every time I talk to her, I just have to like reel back.
I know you.
Cause of death, dehydration for staring at Aphrodite, the goddess of love. The the thirst is real, is it not? Okay, let's see here. 500. Greater reflex. This is the thing that I need to be able to... That changes the game. It truly does. 11 minutes? We can do this. We can do this. It's not, like, too terrible. I wish the loading screens were just a little bit better. Come on.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He probably won't show up until I get another weapon, and I'm not gonna get another weapon, you know, until I beat the game. Because I did figure out...
To be a mess. Let's see here.
Why, hello there, little godling. I have to say, you're quite the specimen. And so
It's like...
I've decided
I
shall
hate
lead
the
you
way
from
that
me.
she looks,
You interested?
but her calling me little godling, like, I do like the pet name. Yeah, this is, most of her stuff is the worst, but, probably this one where the attack will cause weakness. Okay, oh yeah, that's right, I forgot. You have, like, a couple enemies before the game really starts. Okay. Once again, one foot into darkness and the other straight in the grave.
Mine.
Right. It's interesting. I wonder exactly who thought of that, because that is kind of an interesting idea, shining light through a prism that is so strong that it turns into a laser. I don't know. I don't know too much about the monsters from Greek mythology. I just know that the gods exist. Like, I say that I've been into it, but I don't really like looking things up. The most that I've learned about Greek mythology, I think, is from God of War. And it's like, yeah, I know, the best source, but,
She likes beguiling others with her charms, but her intentions with you, I believe, are pure.
yeah, and that's the thing, too. You get an ability from a god, and then all the other gods are jealous. And eventually you'll run into these rooms, and I hate those ones. You pick the ability that you want, and then the other god will be jealous and try to kill you, and then you kill all of their enemies, and then they're like, oh, my bad. And they'll say, you know, my bad, like, if you're still alive. Oh, speaking of, just the way that works, by the way. Yeah, resist damage from traps. That's probably the best thing that I can get right now. It's weird, like, I don't like any of Athena's abilities because they're all defensive, and usually the way that I play games, I think strictly offensively. But, I have come to appreciate it for what it is. Yeah, like... After you beat Meg, sometimes she'll show up in the palace and you can talk to her. And it's very much got this, you know, like, I've killed you a bunch of times, you've killed me a bunch of times, and here we are, kind of like just another day at the office. It's like The Office, but worse. So, you know, The Office. And I know that a lot of people are going to be mad at me for that, but it's like, you know, people have showed me the good episodes of The Office, and it's like, sure, you know, that's great, that's good. But you have to watch it a while to get there, and I like to watch things in order, and trying to go through, I could only watch the first episode and a half before I had to stop, and I've tried that like 3 or 4 different times now. So it's like I just can't watch The Office no matter what. Like, it's just cringe enough for me that my brain just won't allow me to go forward. I'm sorry. Yeah. This is the only one that I don't really know who he is. I've heard the story of pushing the boulder uphill, but I thought that was something else. Like, I don't even remember this guy's name. But it definitely has taught him humility or whatever, kindness or something, just having to push this boulder uphill and getting weak and having it roll back down over and over. I don't know, maybe it's taught him patience or something, but he's really nice to me. And I always get darkness because, like, healing doesn't really matter. Like, if I need to heal, I will go through a heart room and just increase my max health. And the money, it's weird that you're not allowed to keep your money. That like, every time that you die, you lose it all, so it's practically worthless. Darkness. Like, darkness will be the thing up until I get the rest of my abilities, and that's gonna take a while. Like, it does not give you enough for all the effort that you put in it. You think that you would, but no. Alright. Yeah, the double dash really does help. I wish that I had something on my dash right now, but it just is what it is. Yeah, and you always want to get the armor of something down first, because when they have the armor on, they have a second set of abilities that they can use to bother you with.
The dead must make a rather easy target, wouldn't you say? Let's see what you can do to them, given your choice of these.
Yeah, she doesn't have that many of great abilities either, but, you know, at least she's cool. What? I don't know. Heart. It's forcing me to get health. It's forcing me to be healthy. But I don't want to. I want to, you know, eat candy and junk food until the day I die. Explicitly unhealthy.
Keep it up.
The way I intended it. Oh no. Speaking of unhealthiness, I'm starting to feel sick. I have to deal with this and then end the video.
Picking up some coin.
Oh, yeah, at least you're getting money while you're dying. Figure out your priorities, Zag.
Few more moments.
Alright. And it's like,
Going to clean all this up.
There.
well, it's like they all kind of disappeared, so like I don't know really what your problem is. And yeah, technically I don't need to attack the enemies. I could just run around forever and that'll be fine, but it's also kind of boring. Anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that, you know, it's going all right. Like, comment, and subscribe, and also wish me good luck. Wish that I don't die too quickly the next time that I try to go after the boss. I want to show you the next area and at least progress quickly enough that it's not just, you know, the same thing over and over. I am trying my best. I mean, like, as much of the best as this will do. What? I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I will see you later.